Testosterone full guide. Here's how to boost your testosterone. First of all, well, respect to you, you chose to click on an unedited longer video which is going to educate you instead of scrolling. You have top 1% attention span since it was long form content. So respect to you. Let's get straight into it. So here are some before and after photos. Yeah, I guarantee you that this guide will increase your testosterone if only if you take all the action. This is very actionable guide. Basically, each side, each slide, you can take some action, do it today. Here are some benefits. Who cares? You can read them if you want. But let's get into the actionable things. But the most important one is you will crave doing hard things. That's the best one. And you probably know testosterone levels are dropping. I'm from Slovakia, and there was like this study where it measured the average of all countries. No, not all, maybe like 90 countries, and Slovakia was the third lowest. 330 is pathetic. So here are the foods. This dude. Okay, so the first one, eggs. You should eat at least like 4 a day. Don't worry about cholesterol. Like the cholesterol in eggs is good, and it doesn't really increase your blood cholesterol, so don't worry about it. I eat 5 every day. Even today I ate 5 in scrambled eggs. Next thing, onion. If you want to avoid bad breath, don't eat them before going to a social event to meet people. You obviously don't want bad breath, so eat them maybe like before, like later in the day, and then obviously take gum and brush your teeth. Then Brazil nuts. I don't really like how they taste, so there is a good alternative. Almond nuts. They taste pretty good. So take like a handful of them before going to sleep. Um, it's all to almonds. Then ginger, same as onion. You will also have a bad breath, but it tastes like testosterone. If you put testosterone into an fruit or vegetable, you would with ginger. Ginger, red meat. So eat steak and steak. And, I don't know, red meat like pigs, cows, and stuff. Honey. If you use sugar for taste, slap your face on the cheek, yourself on the cheek, and do 10 push-ups. Like, honey is so underrated. It's really good. It has many benefits and it also tastes good. So use honey instead. Zinc. I used to supplement with zinc, but I don't anymore because it kind of like decreases the amount. The more zinc you eat, the more copper you should also eat, or something like that. But if you can get some, I can't really get oyster or something like that, but if you can, some foods high in zinc, then you should eat them. That's zinc increases testosterone. Um, and then here are some foods to avoid: vegetable and seed oils. Obviously, use butter instead, like grass-fed. I just got some butter from a farm. Also, back to the eggs. You should also try to get them from like a small farm or something. or you can use ghee. I never had ghee, but that's a good alternative, or some like pig fat or something. You should cook on that. Yeah. Then also soy. It's self-explanatory. It tanks your testosterone, and it doesn't even. It's not even that good. I don't know why people did it. And some generally unhealthy and processed food like sugar, or avoid foods and all things that have a lot of ingredients, because like it should be one ingredient. Like, why do you need to have all these other things? It should be like egg, meat, fruit, not some fucking, or yogurt, just two ingredients or one. Yeah, it shouldn't be like yogurt and have like 20 ingredients. That's basic knowledge. Modern processed food. And like a small tip is, when you're buying a protein, uh, get an unflavored one ingredient protein, because I noticed they can cause also acne when they have a lot of ingredients. So yeah, that now some tips for lifestyle. The first one is really basic: don't masturbate and don't watch porn. You're basically forming yourself into a fucking cack, cuckold. Yeah, and I mean, the, some people say that this doesn't decrease testosterone, but I literally noticed from live experience it does. It just does. Sauna and sweat. So I don't have an access to sauna like on daily basis, but once, twice a month I go to sauna. But just generally sweating a lot, like having a workout, because when you notice, you sometimes don't really even sweat in your workouts, like when you do like weightlifting, but get some cardio and stuff like that. But also in the sauna, be careful to like not put too much heat on your balls. You can, you have the towels and you can get them wet. So if you get them wet in a cold water and keep it near your balls, that can help. You will soon learn why you should do that. The next thing is, don't be fat, be lean, have, and maybe you can get your body fat percentage measured, but just if your abs are at least a little bit visible, you're good. Just don't have a fucking belly. Avoid plastics. Two most actionable, like the easiest thing to do is drink from a metal water bottle, because if you drink from a plastic one, it, it heats up. It doesn't even have to heat up, but the effect amplifies when it heats up. The water takes onto itself some plastics, and then when you drink from it, you get the plastics from the water, and plastics can interact with your androgen receptors, that can decrease your testosterone. Also, don't touch receipts. Receipts have a lot of BPA. BPA is like really harmful plastics, basically. And if you are buying something and you have two things, one is maybe a little bit more expensive, but the main difference is this one is maybe like metal or glass or wooden, and this one is plastic. Just buy the non-plastic one. Um, then you just avoid the receipts. You don't have to take the receipts when you are buying something. That's it for the plastics, but also get a water filter because two reasons. Once again, three, two hormones and fluoride. Hormones because you know where when women take those pills to not get pregnant and they piss it out, it gets into the water system and it's really hard to filter out. So it might be in your water. It's hard to filter out with the filters that your city uses because they don't usually account for that. So if you get like they're called reverse osmosis water filters, they can be pretty expensive. So I also this is an actionable step for me. I don't have this yet, but I will buy it later. So this is only if you have some spare money, like if you have money and you are wondering what to buy. Also, the second reason is fluoride. They don't. They in some cities they even add fluoride to the to the to your water, to your tap water, because they believe it makes your teeth stronger. But it's true, it does. Fluoride does make your teeth stronger, but also exposing yourself to too much fluoride also decreases your testosterone. Simple. Also, your toothpaste contains probably a lot of fluoride, so you can buy a toothpaste without fluoride. Next thing, increase your semen count. The more semen you have, the more testosterone you will produce. Hold up. Let me drink some more. I also just noticed I had the wrong sides in my ears, so this is supposed to be here. I hope y'all could hear me. So here are some easy actionable steps. Stand more. Don't sit for more than 4 hours. I know this can be hard because if you go to school you probably have to sit there for at least like 5 hours or something. But in your free time try to stand up more. I will be buying probably a standing desk. Keeps your balls cool. That's why I said the thing about sauna, to keep your balls cool. Yeah, so you can do that by man spreading, like not having your legs crossed like fucking gay, but have them like more man spread, like have them let your balls have some space. Keep your phone out of your pocket. This can decrease semen quality and it can also cause varicocele. There is more of these, but those are just basics. And your status correlates with your testosterone levels. I'm not really expert into status, but you can read Jordan Peterson's 12 Rules for Life, and the first rule he talks about status and dominance hierarchy and serotonin and stuff like that. So I really recommend that book. I have read it. By the way, right now I am reading the book Deep Work. Also, so far, really enjoying the book. Really educational. Highly recommend it. Once you are relaxed, you produce testosterone, and For relaxation, I would recommend meditating. Not many people do it. Meditation is actually the best for focus, but you also it's good for relaxation. You can also do yeah, like what's it called, yoga nidra and NSDR. NSDR is non-sleep deep rest. um, just try to be as relaxed as possible at all times. There is very little benefit to being chronically stressed. Take cold showers. That's a powerful practice, especially like why wouldn't you? It's kind of enjoyable in the summer, like you're always hot, so when you take cold shower in the morning, it's really refreshing. Take cold showers. Don't do alcohol and smoking. That also applies to cigarettes, weed, and vapes. This is absolute basic. If you do these things, no, you can't even wonder like why is your testosterone low. Maybe I should talk more about the benefits of boosting your testosterone, but you could stop the video and read them. They were listed there at the beginning of the video. Improve your sleep. Here are actionable steps. I will probably make a sleep guide, and so you can stop this video, read some of the things. Like I also have it nicely divided, like this is what you should do for morning to improve your sleep, afternoon, nighttime, also nighttime, and how you should manage light. I will also be researching dreams here at the bottom, but I don't really know much about dreams yet. Other habits, like really quick ones, simple ones, get in the nature and smell trees. That's kind of wishy-washy one, but getting into nature is really good for your health. Get into a flow state. If you don't know what flow state is, I'll do a full guide on flow state, but they also talk about flow state in Deep Work book, and it's a state of when you have like no thoughts whilst doing a task. You are completely into the task. You're not thinking about anything other. Also, be barefoot more often. It's called grounding or something like that. Breathe through the nose. That's generally really healthy for you. You should always breathe through the nose. Maybe when you are talking or when you are exercising really hard, then you can maybe breathe through your mouth. But otherwise, you should breathe through the nose. This is kind of an overkill. You don't need to do this one. Wearing perfume or being with people that wear perfume reduces testosterone. Same goes for the deodorant. This you will smell probably. You just avoid shampoo and stuff like that. Don't do it. You, I allow you to wear perfume and the deodorant. That's not the necessary one. But if you really want to do it, you can. Now, sun and vitamin D, you can supplement with vitamin D, but getting it through sunlight is probably the best. This is from some study, I think. Sun exposure for 90 minutes a week, even without direct sunlight, can lead to increase in testosterone levels and heightened libido. That's just 90 minutes a week. If you're not getting that, what are you doing? How many hours does a week have? for the 168 hours, and if you can get 1.5 hours of sunlight, bro. I also think 90 minutes is too little still. I think you should get way more. Um, I would really want to live in a country where it's always sunny. Here it's like summer, always sunny, but other seasons not so much. Uh, this the thing at the bottom was for a different slide. Go hard in the gym and lift heavy. Hold up. Okay, baby. Go hard in the gym and lift heavy. That's just push yourself. Calorie surplus. Um, boosts testosterone if you're cutting. I understand it, but if you're optimizing for testosterone, you should definitely be in a calorie surplus. This one is really underrated. I heard that this can really have like so much testosterone increase. Workout after a cold plunge. Um, I forgot the numbers, but it was like huge increase. If you don't have if you can't do a cold plunge, that after a cold shower, whichever one can do, spar, box, Muay Thai, or kickboxing. That's because that's kind of a primal, like that's the closest thing we can get to fighting. Yeah, I do MMA. I should put that there too. Um, Pretty females. Flirting with women can boost testosterone by 50 to 70%. It taps into primal instincts related to attraction and competition. Also, deep breathing during talking to the females that you find attractive. Um, it has to be females that you find attractive. If you talk to fat fucking ugly female that won't boost your testosterone as much, but don't forget when you're talking to them, breathe deeply into your stomach as far down as you can. Next thing, that was the last thing. My call to action is boost the algorithm, like I don't know, like the video or subscribe, comment or anything. I don't care really. Thank you for watching. I hope this video really educate was educational, and I hope this really boosted your testosterone. Thank you so much. Bye bye.